RESPECT. Respect. Let's talk about it. I'm going to talk to you about that. And the reason why is because I have noticed as I've been searching the web, talking to people, having conversations with various folks, that one of the things that's always seems to be missing in a lot of different relationships and interactions is respect. Why is that? I really want to know. I think it is because in today's society, we have learned to take advantage of um, people's kindness. And we feel that we are better than the next person. And so we have very little respect for others and what they have to offer us or our lives. So we just treat them like crap, which is not what we should be doing. For example, today's youth, a lot of the youth, the millennials, are growing up in today's society being raised by television, being raised by parents that are too busy out working and striving to make ends meet. And I'm not going to fault you for that. Um, Being raised in homes where quality time is a thing of the past, um, where they're very self centered and focused on self gratification. They want that instant gratification, and they have a tendency to not have respect for others, property, persons, or feelings. But it's not just that generation. You have some folks from Generation X, my generation, that are running around doing the same thing. And you have some folks from the older generation that thinks that all of the younger generations are worthless and, just off, and that, we don't show them enough respect that they have earned. So let's talk about this here. So respect. I think respect does have to work both ways. I think that when I was younger, um, I realized that my parents did not show me respect until I showed them that I could handle and do things in a way that mattered, if that makes any sense. Meaning, I wasn't out doing things that disrespected my self values and my self worth, and that did not disrespect my family as a whole. When I started showing them that I could handle um, more responsible things and that I was able to make appropriate decisions without necessarily having their input, I showed them that they could respect my choices and that they could respect me as a mature young adult. Um, and believe me, I garnered my parents' respect at a very young age because I grew up pretty quick and I have gone through a lot in this life at a very young age that required me to grow up quickly and mature fastly. You know, so because of that, I was able at a very young age to gain respect of a lot of different adults, very, very young. Um, However, I always had a very difficult time gaining respect of some of my peers and even some folks that were younger than me, some of the younger kids, and even some of my siblings. However, I'm older now, still wiser, still getting wiser too. And I've learned many, many things as I've gotten there. Um, some interactions that I've learned through interacting with my younger nephew, the millennial, is that generation and other kids I've interacted with in his age group too have the same thing, is that that is a generation of gimme, give me, give me. It's also a generation of they don't feel, a lot of the kids don't feel that they have to earn um, that they shouldn't have to earn their place, that they should not have to earn respect, that the respect that they should be given respect automatically, and that they should not have to do anything to gain it. Um, that that idea is, and that thought process is a whole is to me flawed. And the reason why it's flawed is because at the end of the day, if you don't respect yourself and do things and carry yourself in a respectful manner and behave in a way that shows people that they should respect you, then you're never going to gain that respect. So if you're running around doing moronic things, i.e., oh, I don't know, um, smoking dope is one. Um, Drinking underage, wrecking cars while drinking, um, doing vandalism, running the streets, just really making really, really bad decisions, then you're not going to earn respect that way. And let's be real, I'm gonna say something else, youngins, kids going out and having a fist fight with someone and doing all this garbage that they're doing with these crazy sites with these high school fights and fighting all the time, that's not gaining any respect either. You're making yourself look like an idiot and you're gaining yourselves criminal actions is what you're doing. Because when they identify you in those videos, guess what? That could lead to you losing your livelihood and your future. So you guys are not showing that you have the capabilities of garnering respect. Now, is it just that generation? No. My generation has the same bloody issues. We have our own issues. We um, don't necessarily work as hard as we should to get what where we think we should be going. A lot of folks give up and they just want to work the system. It's just different bloody things that go on. But respect is something that um, must be given to everyone, meaning if I want to be respected, I have to first begin with myself. I have to have confidence in myself. I have to have a good self value of myself, and I have to have respect of myself. So that means that because I respect myself, I'm not going to dress myself in a manner that's not going to garner me respect. However, if I choose to dress, in a manner that may be sexualized, that does not mean that I'm asking for someone out there to disrespect me just because I might be a little bit more provocatively dressed. So let's not get that, as you guys say, twisted. Um, I'm not saying that. What I am saying though is that ladies, how we just dress, young ladies and older ladies and my age group ladies, whatever, girls, ladies, women, how we dress will also dictate whether or not a person respects us. If and how we carry ourselves does as well. So I challenge you to dress with a little bit of class, personally. But I'm also saying that we have to um, keep ourselves dressed so that in a way that we're not giving away views of ourselves to men who are not our husbands. You get me? Meaning, you don't want to go out and broadcast to the world all your assets when you should be sharing that with your significant other and your significant other only. Get me? You don't want to be advertising to the world all the things that you have just because you're trying to catch someone as your mate. Because in the end, that might not draw the the right mate to you or the right person. It might only draw the person or the male or female or whatever that is only interested in you for the assets or the view that they see. But that doesn't mean you don't take care of yourself and you don't wear clothing that is that looks good on you. But it doesn't mean you have to wear overly sexualized clothes to draw a mate or to capture someone's attention. You can dress reasonably and still look decent and look classy, if you get what I'm saying. Um, Also, with respect, a person is not showing you respect, ladies and gentlemen, youngins and elders. We don't show respect if a person comes to us and says, hey, I really do have a problem with when you'd say blah, 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 blah. And we dismiss them and say, hey, that's your problem. If we're going to do that, then we're not respecting that person's emotions and their feelings, because that person had to build up the confidence to come to us and let us know that they had a problem with how we were making them feel or how we were impacting them. And then for us to then dismiss them is not a lovely way to go about it. So it would, and it doesn't show respect. So it would be better if, instead of dismissing their feelings, that we converse about it and that we show them that we respect and care for them by engaging and trying to find out, hey, well, how can I fix this? And trying to come up with a solution to fix it if it can be fixed. Um, that doesn't mean a person should be coming up to you whining and griping and moaning all the time, because sometimes some people are like that. They gripe about bloody everything. But if it's truly, truly, hey, I don't like it if I'm multiracial. I don't like people coming to me and signaling out one versus the other, or, making it a race issue all the time. That really does frustrate me. So I have a tendency to tell people, hey, look, I'm multiracial, plain and simple. I don't signify as either or one or the other. I signify myself as being exactly who I am, multiracial. I don't care what label you or anyone else wants to put on me. I am who I am. I'm multiracial, I'm multicultural. I accept who I am, and there's nothing than what anyone from the outside can say or do that's going to really change that. No matter what society says, I am who I am. Okay? So, moving on. Respect. Parents, when we're discussing things with our children, because I have my own, um, we have to learn to respect our youth, because sometimes they can teach us a thing or two. They might come at you with some wisdom that you may not expect to come from them, but it takes you learning to listen to them to figure out, truly listen, not hear them, but listen. That means actively taking in what they're saying, entering it into your mind, processing it, and forming a memory of it and regurgitating it back to them if need be, and forming a true opinion. Because at the bottom, at the end of what it boils down to is that, you know, these guys are not always, you know, out of their mind. They're not silly and they're not stupid. Let's be real. They're not all, you know, scatterbrains. They do have sense, and they're not just youngins that don't know anything. Some of them are quite articulate and can come at you with truth and knowledge, and we can learn something no matter our age. And no matter the age, they can all teach us something. Okay? When it comes to respect, we have to respect our children enough to listen to what they have to say. We have to respect ourselves as parents enough to know that we have done what we can to teach them what is right. And if we are not doing what is right to teach them properly, then we need to seek help to learn how to do the right thing. If you grew up in an environment like I did that was bloody awful and that was filled with violence and disrespect and just not the way you'd want to be raised and not the way that you would want to raise your child, then you might want to seek someone else's advice on how to communicate properly with your little ones or your bigger ones or your blended family or whatever, and seek outside knowledge through church, counseling, or whatever means that you may need to. Um, but communication is going to be key. And within that communication, it's going to require respect. Um, my nephew definitely taught me that. Um, he also taught me that, um, you know, that's a very difficult generation to deal with, and they are the gimme age for sure. But um, they have a lot to learn. That in society, you have to earn whatever you want in this life. This is not the age where you get everything. You have to earn respect. It is not given, it is earned. Youngins. So that means if you want respect, you have to first, young men, young ladies, you have to first respect yourselves, and once you respect yourselves, you will learn to respect others. That does not mean going to school and disrespecting each other, going to schools, disrespecting your teachers, coming home, respecting your parents. That's not showing respect. That's just showing, disrespect. And that shows us how much you don't respect yourselves. So there might be a situation going on within your home and you don't know how to communicate your feelings or whatever. Figure out appropriate means of doing that and learn how to communicate. And if that means, writing a note, a letter to express yourself to your parent because you don't feel comfortable talking to them face to face, kids, then do that. If it means, because sometimes that's what you have to do. If it means scheduling time with your parents just to get in that quality time to talk to them, then do so. Parents, make the time to talk to your children. Our teens nowadays are critical. They are our future. And if we do not want them going down the wrong paths in this lifetime, we have to train them up in the right ways. And the only way we can do that is by being involved and being invested, making key memories with them so that they can be reared in the right way and so they can be directed in the right path. Not judging them on everything that they do or always pointing out everything that they do wrong, but pointing out to them everything that they've done right and boosting their confidence to build them up to be stronger, confident young men and women. Okay? So let's not be negative Debbie Downers. Let's try to build each other up and show respect. Show respect for who you are and who you choose to be. If you are black, I respect you. If you're Asian, I respect you. If you're Caucasian, I respect you. If you are Muslim, Christian, Catholic, or whatever you may be, I respect you. And we should all respect each other. It doesn't matter what your creed, nationality, affiliation, sexuality, or whatever is. We all have to respect each other. However, I don't have to accept what another person does and have it forced down my bloody throat, just like you all don't have to have my Christian faith forced down your throat. You know what I'm saying? So just because a person is Bruce Jenner, for example, he's a man. Genetically speaking, male. He can go and have a uh, uh, re have everything changed up to become female. He can be re-identified as female, but genetically speaking, he is still male. God created him to be male. I, as a walking in my faith, have an issue with calling him anything else other than male. He is recognized as a she. He is being hailed as a hero. Now, I respect people that go through the struggle of being transgender, and I have nothing against the transgender, homosexual, bisexual community. That is your struggle, that is your issue, that's your lifestyle, that's your choice. That is your way of being. That has nothing bloody really truly to do with me. Actually, it does, because I have family members that strive that way. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to, disrespect them just because they choose to be who they are. But at the same time, I'm not going to hail Caitlyn Jenner, as a hero just because he came out as a woman. Because I'm gonna be real, you've done nothing to earn it. So because of that, I have no respect for that. You get it? Because of that, I don't have respect for that nomination, Woman of the Year, Woman Award, whatever. There is no use in that, because nothing that she did what warranted that designation to me. If you got someone that's fighting for world peace, someone that's defeating cancer or making other strides, that is something that deserves to be recognized. Someone that's saving lives. You have plenty of people that are dying from the military. Those are heroes. You have firefighters, police officers, and so forth. Those are heroes. Jenna, sorry, not a hero. When it comes to, again, respect, we all have to respect each other, um, and respect where we all go from there. Um, I don't believe that it is our place to be disrespectful to other people, um, strictly based off of the religion that they carry. I don't feel that it is our place to be disrespectful because of the sexual choices a person makes. Um, I think respect is something that should be given to all people, and that at the end of the day, typically a person loses my respect based off of the things that they may do. Jenner lost my respect when he left the scene of an accident after he hit someone and that person died. They decided not to prosecute him, which I don't think is fair, but it is what it is. Um, I don't I don't agree with a lot of things that go on. I don't even know if that was actually correct. I know, I just remember Bruce Jenner was involved in the accident. Let me correct myself on that. Bruce Jenner was involved in an accident, and it cost someone their lives. And because it cost someone their life, I lost respect for him, because instead of coming forward and accepting the fact that he cost this person their life, he kind of about it, you know and then you want to come out with all this other stuff on top of that to kind of detract from the fact that you got all this news out about you costing someone their life. So you want to broadcast that, hey, I'm transgender and I'm transitioning at the same time that you took someone's life in a car accident. Yeah, don't agree with you, brother, on that one. So yeah, he kind of lost my respect on that, and for other reasons, but that's my own personal opinion. Um, I lose respect for people that lie and that do other things, I think, that are done in a negative way. Those are things, lying, stealing, raping, murder. Those are things like that that can cause me to lose respect for a person. I have respect for people that are honest, that tell the truth, that are willing to fight for what they believe in. So yeah, there are certain things that Bruce Jenner, or that Caitlyn Jenner has done in his past, that I do respect him for, and her for, them her for. Sorry, got to get used to that. But there's other things that I just really don't. Um, but at the end of the day, we all make our choices. Respect. It is a glorious concept, but in reality, we have to make the time to train the next generation on how to be respectful, because without respect, there's not going to be any peace. Without respect, there can't be trust, there can't be community, because lack of respect is part of the reason why we have the issues with racism, with discrimination, and with all the other things that we have going on in this world right now that is so negative, is because of the lack of respect. I respect, like I said before, people of all races and all creeds. I think it's disrespectful, for example, like I said before, for someone to come up to me and say, hey, you're black. Hey, you're Hispanic. Hey, you're this, you're that. No, I'm multiracial. I'm multicultural. That is my true identity, because I am actually all of those. I'm white, I'm black, I'm Asian, I'm Hispanic, Native American. I am a melting pot of all of those cultures and heritage, and I do not deny any of them. I acknowledge all of them. I do not single one out just because I want to be a part of the group. No, I like to be who I am, and out of respect for my ancestral culture, I choose to honor them all. So, no, I don't signify myself as anything, no matter what any of you all say out there. I like being an individual, so I signify as being, drumroll, multiracial or multicultural. And that's what I check off on all my documents. Otherwise, I label myself as other and I write it in. Bottom line, it is what it is. And as a twin, the irony is my twin, she doesn't like writing all this stuff down, so she just says, hey, I'm black. But that's her choice, because she says, I know who I am and I know what I am and I know what my ancestry is, but it's quicker just to pick one, so I just pick that one. That's her choice. But her and I disagree on things, so it is what it is. I respect her choice because she chooses to do that, and she respects mine because I choose to do what I choose to do. So we all must learn to respect who we are and respect others for who they are, so that we can all be better people. I wish you all a lovely day, many blessings, and if you like this blog, let me know. Subscribe to my channel. I have other topics coming up. I think I'll be talking at some point about baby. Disrespect. Disrespect. If you don't know me, I'm not your babe. Your baby. None of that. We're not in a relationship, people. People don't like that. That's disrespectful. But we're not going to go that. Different vlog. But if you like this video, get out there, subscribe. If you don't like it, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you got a recommendation for me doing another blog or another topic, go check out my Facebook page. Check out the links below. It'll all be listed, okay? All right. Blessings to you all. Don't forget, have respect for yourself, respect for others, and have a great day.